Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back, Quality Shot Tennis. Today we've got the Miami Open quarterfinal between two of the best shot makers in the game. We've got Carlos Alcaraz taking on Grigor Dimitrov. Very excited to call this one. This is gonna be on Tennis TV, bro. We're gonna have a lot of good rallies. It's also a big match. It's Dimitrov's first quarterfinal at the Miami Open. Dimitrov won their last meeting. I'm very excited for it. Join in. We're going to have a full play-by-play, first point to last. That's it. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. If you are new, don't forget to share around. Hey, what's up, Victor? Magic Kid of tennis, Carlitos should breeze through. Yeah, let's see. He's been playing crazy. I expect him to win for sure. Before the tournament started, I predicted that we would get this match. I said Alcaraz wins in 2 sets. I'm going to stick with my prediction. I'm going to say Alcaraz in straight sets, but I think it would be a little foolish to completely discount Dimitrov with all that he's shown, with how tough he can be, especially how well he's been playing really since probably Beijing, you would say. He's been playing really, really well. But yeah, they are currently warming up. They're about to get started. We're going to get started soon. Dimitrov has decided to serve first. The head-to-head, by the way, is 3-1 for Alcaraz, despite Dimitrov having won the last time that they played. They've played on all 4 surfaces, on indoor hard courts, outdoor hard courts, clay courts, and grass, once each, which is a very unusual way to begin a rivalry. And yeah, Alcaraz has won 3 of the 4, but Dimitrov's won the last one, which makes it a little bit interesting, to say the least. All right, Dimitrov here, about to serve first. Dimitrov's at the line. Would you show the match? I can't show the match. I cannot show the match. Don't have the rights to the match. I will be here to commentate it. Here we go. Backhand of Alcaraz. The forehand of Dimitrov. First point in the match. Forehand cross court. Forehand of Dimitrov down the line. It's a big shot. Backhand. Alcaraz defending. One-hander to the backhand of Alcaraz. Back to the forehand of Dimitrov. Down the middle. Forehand of Alcaraz. Up high. The forehand of Dimitrov. That goes out. Love 15. I'm a bit of a stats guy. I'll let you know about some of the stats that went down the last match, just to kind of give a better idea of what Dimitrov did so well and what Alcaraz didn't do. Obviously, it came at a point where Dimitrov was playing about as good as he's played, and at a point where Alcaraz is really not with any kind of momentum, and was in a kind of worse run of form. But still, I think it's a big match to look at. 15 alls. Alcaraz floats a forehand long. Yeah, join in, guys. Quality Shot Tennis. We've got the stream. First serve, Dimitrov in the net. Serve of Grigor to the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand of Dimitrov. The forehand of Alcaraz. Cross court, forehand Dimitrov. That goes long. 15-30. Let's go, Carlitos. Picking up early here. Hello. What's up, Frank? What's up? Who you got? Let me know predictions. Let me know who you're rooting for. I've got Alcaraz in 2. I don't think he drops a set, but let's see. Serve. The backhand of Carlos. That's in the net. Winner of this takes on Sasha Zverev in the next round. He beat Marajan, the wonder kid who keeps taking out the 2003 kids. Beat Runa earlier in this tournament. Beat Alcaraz in Rome last year. He's been doing really well when he's come up against top 10 guys. He's been playing really, really well. I hope he can get some consistency out of it because he's really fun to watch. Alcaraz bagel is my prediction. Okay. We are ready for the Alcaraz bagel. Okay. Carlitos bagel. Let's see. I doubt it, but we'll see. That forehand goes wide though. I doubt it just because Dimitrov is so good, but let's go. Let's go. What's up, Faison? Early break points already for Alcaraz. I'll tell you what, in their last match, Alcaraz they both broke each other a couple times. It wasn't really an all tiebreakers match, but Alcaraz broke twice. Dimitrov broke 4 times. Dimitrov was able to convert on 4 of his 5 breakpoint chances in the last match they played. So that was probably the biggest stat that they had. Dimitrov was playing the big points much better than Alcaraz. Let's see what Alcaraz has got. That's got to change. Forehand of Alcaraz, the forehand of Dimitrov. Inside out, back into Alcaraz. Oh, what a shot. You make it. Or no, it's long. It's long. My bad. But he's on all side for the bagel. I guess so. Let's go, Alcaraz bagel. Got deuce here early. Let's go. Let's go. Deuce here. First game. Serve Dimitrov. That's a big serve down the tee from Grigor. That's a good game from Dimitrov. Finished it at the net as well. I'll tell you what another thing Grigor is doing really well in the last match, and what makes me excited for this match is that these two were coming to, like, this is a match where you see people coming to net. This is a match where, you have every shot in the book. Both guys have such a vast skill set. They're able to hit a lot of shots. And Dimitrov in the last match that they played was coming into net a lot. And he won, I believe, like 16 out of 22 times that he came into net in the last match. So it was working out really, really well. Also, drop shot, slicing. Usually the slice and then he comes into the net. We're going to see a lot of that. So we'll see how Alcaraz handles it, if he can handle it better this time. Handle it better this time around. But yeah, the biggest thing to note, I think, is that Dimitrov was able to convert on 4 of his 5 breakpoint chances in their match in Shanghai last year, and also that Dimitrov was serving phenomenal. Dimitrov in the deciding set in Shanghai won 16 of 18 first serve points. It's 89%. Over in the match overall, he won 72% of first serve points. He made 72% of them in. He was serving phenomenal and playing really, really clutch. So Alcaraz is going to want to return better and definitely win the big moments, win the big points. So let's see. I meant second set bagel. Okay. All right, fine. That's fine. Dimitrov with the bagel, maybe. Back at, oh, what a return. Stepping up inside the baseline. I like that. It's a statement from Dimitrov. Looking like Federer from 2015. Or looking like Dimitrov from 2024. It was a really good shot. .81 miles per hour return or serve. That's an often 100 miles per hour serve. It's only 19 miles per hour less. Serve here from Alcaraz. Kick serve, backhand Dimitrov to the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand Dimitrov. Inside out to the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand of Dimitrov sliced. Forehand of Alcaraz. Sliced in the backhand of Dimitrov. Backhand of Alcaraz down the line. Forehand Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand Dimitrov again. Inside out. Backhand slice of Alcaraz. That's on the baseline. Forehand of Alcaraz. We keep rallying. Forehand. Big. Cross court. What a shot. That's too big. That's too big from the Bulgarian. Love 30. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That's too big. That's too good. I'm excited for this. Some big shots. Good hitting. already. Love 30. Holy cook. Exactly. Grigor's coming in with a statement early for rank. Wow, that backhand return of serve. Yeah, exactly. Stepping right in. Really impressive. Forehand, that goes just long though. 15-30. Listen, I love how Alcaraz plays in Miami. To this point in his career, Indian Wells, obviously it's probably even better, but Miami too. It plays absolutely crazy in Miami. Does Alcaraz. Dimitrov, this is his first time in the quarterfinal of Miami in 12 appearances. But, so Alcaraz is the big favorite for a lot of reasons. Also just won Indian Wells. But Dimitrov's going to have to come in here with a bit of a statement. Say, I want to beat you again. Just like in Shanghai. That's a backhand slice into the net. 15-40. Yeah, it was almost a saber. Just stepped right in. That started off a chain reaction. Now we're at 15-40. That started a domino effect. Dimitrov getting pumped. I love it. First serve down the tee. It's perfect. 30-40. Like I said, Alcaraz was only able to save 1 out of 5 break points in the last match. It's not going to be good enough. Alcaraz got to step up his level here in the big moments. Serve from Alcaraz. Out wide. Goes out. Hey, what's up, Zerafine? Good to have you. Let me see some predictions. 30-40. Serve from Alcaraz. Serve out wide. Back in Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz. That goes out. Dimitrov with the early break. What is Grigor cooking here? Good stuff from Grigor. Aggressive early. That's what he needs. Listen, Dimitrov hit more winners than Alcaraz in the last match. Not by a lot. He had 29 winners. Alcaraz hit 27. But he was the guy who's, coming to net, being aggressive. Alcaraz is going to have to figure something out with that. If Dimitrov can do that. Dimitrov is one of 2 guys with a one-handed backhand who have beaten Alcaraz. Him and Musetti in Hamburg. Musetti in Hamburg, him in Shanghai. They didn't pair up in Hamburg to beat Alcaraz. But 2. Dimitrov trying to do it for the 3rd time in Alcaraz's career. 2-0. Grigor with the early break. This is what we need. I love it. I love it. Grigor stepping up. Forehand down the line, backhand slice. 15 love for Dimitrov. There you go. What's Grigor got for us? I love it. I love it. By the way, how good is it for us? Alcaraz in Miami tested to the extreme by a guy with such creative shot making. We're gonna get some brilliant points, and Alcaraz really is gonna try to pick himself up here. This could be an amazing match if Dimitrov keeps playing at this level. Forehand inside out, backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand Dimitrov. That's in the net though. 15-0. Predicting beautiful backhands from Dimitrov. Lights out tennis from Alcaraz. Yeah, that's fair. I love watching both these guys. I think everyone does, right? 11 minutes in, 15-0. Serve from Dimitrov. Out wide, forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand of Grigor. Down the middle, forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand of Dimitrov. Again, forehand. That goes out, though. Dimitrov's got to be careful. Because it's a classic. Go up early, then you lose your serve. 15-30. Serve of Grigor. That goes long. Second serve. Kick serve back into Alcaraz, way up high for Dimitrov. That's in the net though. He can't make those unforced errors. It just gives it away. That's the problem with Grigor against a lot of these top guys. At least it was. At least it was really before Beijing. He would let up mentally. 1540. This is an interesting moment. Dimitrov wants some big serves. Serve out wide. Forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand of Dimitrov. Inside out. Back into Alcaraz. Forehand Dimitrov. Inside in. Forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand Dimitrov. Inside out. Back into Alcaraz. Smash put away. He closes in on the net. There you go. There you go. Some good net play. That's all I'm saying. 16 out of 22 when they played in Shanghai. It's pretty good. What's up? What's up? Hey, Powell. Good to have you in here. The knee bend on Dimitrov's serve is delightful. Serve from Grigor. One more. That's a let. Yeah, I like watching Grigor serve. I agree. Puts a lot of strength into it. Wow, Dimitrov with the break. Yeah, early. Very cool. Early break for the Grigor. See if he keeps it. Backhand. That's a good return from Alcaraz. Off a good serve. Backhand slice now into the forehand of Alcaraz. Not sure which way this point is going to go. Backhand, that hits the tape. It was a little bit awkward of a rally there. And it's Alcaraz who hits the tape. Deuce. Dimitrov with the saves 2 break points with a chance to go up to 3-0. Yeah, what's up, Powell? Dimitrov. Yeah. See how Grigor can do if he can get to 3-0. Serve Grigor. That goes long. Second serve. Second serve from Dimitrov. Kick serve. The forehand of Alcaraz. Cross court forehand. Dimitrov. It's in the ground. It's a poor shot. I mean, it was a good return from Alcaraz, but Dimitrov should have done. It was a nothing shot from him right into the ground. One more for Alcaraz coming. Young Spaniard. Knocking at the door, trying to keep this even. Serve from Dimitrov. He's going to go for an ace down the tee. That's my prediction. He kind of does. It's in the net, though. Second serve. Kick serve out wide. Backhand of Alcaraz, the forehand of Dimitrov. Goes inside. That's a great shot. Great width on it. Great height as well. Right into the corner. Tough shot. Demi starting strong. Yeah, he looks locked in. He looks really locked in. I love it. Deuce. Deuce here for Dimitrov. What can he do? Serve out wide. Forehand of Alcaraz. That's short. Forehand. Ah, what a shot cross court. He really is locked in. He's locked in. Locked in and at advantage. Five winners for Dimitrov, 1 for Alcaraz. That is a big number. That one is a big looming number at the moment. As Dimitrov's 1 point away from 3-0. Kick serve, backhand of Alcaraz. The backhand slice of Dimitrov. It's a drop shot forehand of Alcaraz. Down the line. You can do that 100 out of 100 times. That drop shot was not good enough. Listen, if you come with a drop shot, you better come with a good one if you're playing Alcaraz for a couple of reasons. First of all, the guy's fast. He's a contender for the fastest guy on a tennis court we've ever seen. At least one of them. I'd say he's a contender for the fastest. And with the racket in his hand. Definitely one of them. And second thing is, Alcaraz knows a thing or two about drop shots. If you play one, you better come with some good drop. You better come with drop shot game. It better be good. What a squash shot from Alcaraz. How does he get that? Love, yeah, it's put away. You never know. Even that one, it was probably literally impossible for Alcaraz to get the smash, but you're like, all right, well, let's see. Because Alcaraz tests the limits of what we think is possible. And that's genuinely true. I didn't think it was possible, the shot he hit against Djokovic at Roland Garros. I didn't think it was possible, the shot he hit against Jarry in Rio last year to go up a double break in Rio in that third set. He's done some things that I didn't think were particularly that possible. That's in the net, and that's a good game from Dimitrov. He's coming in strong here. W 3-0. Big stuff. Carlos is going to have to respond. He's going to have to respond quick. What a start for Grigor. We got a match in our hands. It's a quarterfinal, by the way. Winner of this plays Zverev. Winner of this plays Zverev in the semis. That, by the way, Zverev, nightmare opponent for both these guys. Zverev was beating Dimitrov like so much last year, and he was obviously beating Alcaraz a lot too. So we'll see. Maxing out his serve and forehand at the moment. I'll tell you what, that's what it looked like a little bit in Shanghai, but right now it's Shanghai, but like to an extreme. And it's with a better Alcaraz. So that's really impressive. Alcaraz is only at one winner so far. I feel like that's the big number at the moment. But yeah, I agree. That forehand is looking tough at the moment. I feel like the ability for longer reach and the ability to hit easier on the run with the one-handed backhand are underrated qualities. Yeah, for sure. You're absolutely right. Yeah, the reach of it is really underrated. I agree. You're able to stretch out and hit, better shots in that way for sure. For sure. I think it's like highs and lows, right? The lows of the one-handed backhand are lower than the two-hander. You have more like of a solid base in the two-hander shot, right? Because you're not you've got that strong, you've got that strong left hand there. Like, yeah, with the one-hander, you got just one hand, obviously just one hand on the racket. You have more of a, what's the word? You have more of a base there, more of a structure that doesn't really make it where that backhand can break down as easily. At least you're going to hit like a somewhat solid shot. But with the one-hander, the highs are so high. Like, you can get to more balls. You can hit some of the best backhands ever hit, like if you're Dominic Thiem or Stanislav Wawrinka or Gasquet, which is just screamers down the line. Yeah, there are a few, or on the run, like you said, on the run. So yeah, there are qualities of the one-hander. Yeah, I mean, I could be up here and just talk like one-handed backhand propaganda and be like, one-handed backhand is better than the two-handed, and why not? I'll go with it. All right, 3-0 for Dimitrov. We'll see how Alcaraz responds. 15 love. Forehand, backhand of Dimitrov, the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand of Dimitrov, cross court, forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand of Dimitrov, backhand slice of Alcaraz. Backhand slice Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz, inside out, backhand slice Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz, forehand of Dimitrov. Across the net, forehand of Alcaraz. That's a great shot, 30 love. Another winner for Alcaraz. He's got to pick up. He's got to pick up here. Yeah, there's pros and cons. There's big pros and cons. But yeah, the pros are underrated. $30 love there. By the way, shout out everybody joining in to the Quality Shot 10 stream of Alcaraz taking on Dimitrov. It's Anthony Hirsch here commentating. I'm Anthony Hirsch. Anybody who doesn't know, commenting for the channel. Alcaraz versus Grigor. Backhand. Down the middle, forehand of Alcaraz. The backhand of Dimitrov. Backhand slice of Alcaraz. The forehand of Dimitrov, big. Backhand down the line, forehand of Dimitrov. Down the middle, forehand of Alcaraz. Backhand slice of Grigor. That's a drop shot. Goes out, though. Strong start. We'll see if he can keep it up, though. 40 love. It's going to be hard, to be honest. The early stages of a match are usually, like, relatively boring or more boring to the rest of the match, but this is exciting. It's exciting because you feel like the match could be really, really good if it keeps going like it is so far. Looking at the stats, by the way, at the moment, yeah, serve is looking really good, especially when he's getting that first serve in for Grigor. So really, really good stuff. 40 love. Serve from Alcaraz. Kick serve down the tee. That goes wide though. 40-15. Well wide. Wasn't particularly close to be honest, but he's at 40 love, so he's got a cushion. A cushion. Serve from Alcaraz. Out wide. Backhand of Alcaraz. The forehand Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz. The forehand of Dimitrov. Backhand slice of Alcaraz. The forehand of Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz. That goes in the ground. 40-30. Can Dimitrov compile a comeback here? Let's see. Daisy Rally, yeah, Drum. Yeah, they're having some good ones. 40-30. Let's see how Alcaraz responds. Forehand of Alcaraz, the forehand of Dimitrov. Down the line, forehand of Alcaraz, forehand of Dimitrov. Down the line, backhand slice of Alcaraz, backhand volley. Oh, drop volley. Alcaraz is there. That's in the ground, though. He falls on the ground. Alcaraz is fine, though. Gives a thumbs up. Deuce. We've got 0-3 deuce. Carlos hasn't even won a point. He's won a point. He's not playing poorly. He's not playing that poorly. He's won a point. He's not even playing poorly, honestly. Not that poor. Dimitrov's playing well. Falls on the ground, reminding me of Rally versus Sinner last year. He got under the ball, but it was too awkward. Kind of was just pushed it up right into the net. Deuce. Wow. 25 minutes played. Backhand slice of Dimitrov. Backhand of Alcaraz, forehand Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz, squash shot. That goes out. What is happening? Frank, you said bagel, but you said bagel Alcaraz. Dimitrov's having other plans, huh? Break points won, by the way, 0 out of 4 Alcaraz, 1 out of 2 Dimitrov. Looking straight out of the match they just played Shanghai. Like I said, they both had 5 break points in that match. So you thought, okay, it's probably even, right? 4 out of 5 converted for Dimitrov. 2 out of 5 for Alcaraz. That's a serve out wide. It looked out to me, and Dimitrov thought it was too, but it must have been in. Dimitrov requesting a video call. The video call doesn't really do anything, but just for satisfaction of mind, I guess. Right into that corner. Inside the box, though. Deuce. Bagel to me, I meant. All right, well, it's a bit late for that. Okay. We'll see. Alcaraz is going to be looking to hold here. Alcaraz is still in the set, especially until it's a double break. Alcaraz is in the set. He hits an ace down the tee. That serve is looking way better even than when it did when they played in Shanghai, by the way. He served fairly well in Shanghai, actually, but third ace of the match for Alcaraz. That is a really weird stat. 3 aces, Alcaraz, 1 for Dimitrov. The score is 3-0 Dimitrov. Serve, that's high percentage serve down the middle. Forehand volley. Oh, that's a tasty one-handed backhand down the line. That's good. Deuce. That's a good one. I'm cursed now. 3-1, definitely. Whatever you say, the other is going to happen. That backhand bloody heck is crazy. That's a one-handed backhand right out of championship point at Wimbledon in 2008. That's an amazing one-hand backhand down the line. Oh, my God. Serve Alcaraz, forehand. The forehand Dimitrov, forehand of Alcaraz. Into the net. Come on from Dimitrov. Am I watching Dimitrov or Prime Fed at the moment? That's what I'm talking about. Advantage to Dimitrov. It's giving me flashes of it. I mean, I don't always like the Federer-Dimitrov comparisons, but they're apt because they play very similar. Yeah, he's playing incredible at the moment. He's not even letting Alcaraz breathe. Who said one-handed backhand's not a viable shot? Watch that one. Forehand, return. Dimitrov with a chance here for double break. Backhand. Down the line, forehand Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz. Oh, it's right in the baseline. Backhand slice. Forehand of Alcaraz. Inside out. Backhand slice Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz. Down the line. Forehand Dimitrov. Cross court. Forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand Dimitrov down the line, backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand slice Dimitrov. Rallying so well, such good depth off the backhand. Backhand drop shot. Dimitrov there in no time, though. Hits over a topspin. Backhand, cross court. Oh, Dimitrov side's the okay, though. I hope he's okay because that was a weird movement there. Okay, he nods. I think he's okay. That was a... Yeah, it's normally not relevant, but when he plays like this, it is. Yeah. Prime Fed is one of the best to ever do it. There's an argument it's like the best level ever. One of the best. Yeah, he's playing incredible. I agree. That was a great backhand pass. I can't believe Alcaraz gets... I was seeing that in the Musetti match as well. Alcaraz gets so much easy angle off that backhand for a passing shot. He was hitting amazing backhands against Musetti. Like, his backhand was looking as good as I've ever seen it at times in that match. So that would be great if he could come in handy with more of the... It would come in handy if he could hit more of those in this match. First serve is in the middle of the net, by the way. Like, bottom middle of the net. Second serve, down the tee, backhand Alcaraz, the forehand Dimitrov. Forehand Alcaraz, cross court, it's a good shot. Forehand Dimitrov down the line, backhand, cross court, it's a better shot. Carlos is not going to let this completely get out of control. Advantage to Alcaraz, not letting this get completely out of control. Advantage. Carlos looking rushed on the forehand side. A lot of whip forehands, not many flatter ones. Yeah, it's good analysis. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, and that's when he struggles, right? When he's being pushed way behind the baseline, he has no time. No time to set up the points, no time to think. Yeah. He wants to be the one being a little more aggressive. And that's an aggressive forehand. That's a big vamos from Carlos. Echoed throughout the stadium. Throughout the Hard Rock. It's a big vamos echoed throughout the Hard Rock. Alcaraz not giving up without a fight. He doesn't even know what Dimitrov has shown up tonight. It really... It is like a prime Federer showed up today. In Dimitrov's body. Dimitrov meant it last year, by the way, when he said he's not going anywhere. So good to see Dimitrov playing at this level, regardless what happens. But, yeah, let's see if he can keep it, though. It's at 3-1. Sheesh, yeah. Alcaraz that's some big forehand hitting. He's had to raise up his level. We're in for a treat. Absolutely. Forehand Dimitrov, backhand, way up high. Alcaraz somehow gets it. He's going to get this one, too. No, he can't. Oh, he kind of falls on the ground there. Slips up. 15 love for Dimitrov. Serve Dimitrov. Down the tee, that goes long. Second serve from Grigor. Down the tee. That goes out. Demi looking sharp on the return serve. Wonder if Alcaraz will look to make it physical. Yeah, I don't think so, because I think if Alcaraz tries to do that, I just think Dimitrov at this level is going to be able to take advantage of that and just find winners from those positions. I think Alcaraz is going to want to beat him in the aggressive game and beat him in the variety game, which is why this is looking tough for Alcaraz at the moment, because Dimitrov's doing that at such a high level. Alcaraz will be looking to play his game, not make it that physical. I think he'll want to be aggressive, use variety, be the one dictating, hitting winners, using the full court. I think Alcaraz is going to want to play his game and just kind of hope Dimitrov drops his level. Because guess what? Alcaraz is the two-time Grand Slam champion. I mean, Dimitrov is about 12 or 13 years older, but Alcaraz is the two-time Slam champion, former world number 1, current world number 2, current world number 2. So Alcaraz is going to want to just play his game, stay aggressive. But by the way, you don't see that often. I tell you what. Alcaraz yelling at his box, frustrated as he misses that forehand. Obvious why he's frustrated, because he's missing a lot of shots and that forehand is not working. And guess what? Dimitrov's is. So he's worried if he doesn't pick up on that forehand, this could be tough. Forehand cross court, forehand Dimitrov down the line. That goes out though. 40-30. here. Dimitrov serving. Serve out wide, goes wide. Second serve from Grigor. Kick serve, back end of Alcaraz. The back end of Dimitrov sliced. Forehand of Alcaraz. Cross court. Forehand of Dimitrov. Down the line, back end of Alcaraz. The forehand of Grigor. Back end of Alcaraz. Oh, what a strike cross court. Level is so high. The people watching the crowd, there's some lucky viewers. They got a good one. So it's always going to be good, though. I'll be honest, I watched Dimitrov play in Miami last year against Jan-Lennard Struff. And for a while, I've been confused as to why Dimitrov hasn't been having really good results in Miami. Whenever I watched him here, he's looked good. He said it the other day. It's been like his kryptonite. Just hasn't been able to win matches. But I remember watching him play against Jan-Lennard Struff here. He was down like 5-3 or 5-4 in the tiebreaker. Came back, played phenomenal, won that match, and then won the third set. I was like, wow, Dimitrov, that was my first signs that Dimitrov was really starting to play like incredible tennis again when that happened last year. And then he played Sinner and lost that one because Sinner in Miami is so tough. But Dimitrov can play a good ball here. I'm happy he's finally in the quarterfinals after such a long time. Forehand Dimitrov. Oh, flattened out, inside out. Oh, swing volley's awkward. Forehand lob. What a point. Backhand smash. Alcaraz runs, but he can't. Even Alcaraz can't get that. Maybe even Alcaraz can't get that backhand smash. Did someone mention Roger? Advantage to Dimitrov. That was a great forehand inside out. And then Dimitrov, I've rarely ever seen that. Dimitrov was going to hit a regulation volley, just normal. Just like a normal punch, like kind of slice volley to the other corner. And then he opens up the racket face, hits a swinging volley. I haven't seen that very often at all. So Alcaraz got the next shot, but too good from Dimitrov. He holds that advantage. Two great holds from Dimitrov. Even in Alcaraz's service game, Alcaraz was up 40-love, I think. And Dimitrov brought it to deuce. So Dimitrov, he's been absolutely killer and on top of things every game of the match so far, all 5. 36 minutes played, 36 minutes in. Let me know. I'm sure I bet that very few people picked Dimitrov to win this match. Let me know in the chat. Who do you think's winning it? Do you think Dimitrov can take this? Let me know in the chat if you think Dimitrov is winning this match now. Or if you think Alcaraz is still going to take it. I'm still going to say Alcaraz because Alcaraz is just so tough. But Dimitrov has come out here looking like a scary, scary player. He's come out here just on top of things, aggressive. On top of the baseline. It's been awesome. By the way, average speed on the forehand so far, 85 miles per hour for Dimitrov, which is crazy. 77 miles per hour for Alcaraz. They are blasting forehands at the moment, and Grigor is on another planet. Serve down T, that's in the net. Grigor is on another planet right now. MH Dimitrov, okay. I don't blame you at all. I'm kind of want to switch my guess, but I'm going to stick with it. 15 love for Alcaraz, a backhand slice into the net. But Dimitrov is on all kinds of momentum at the moment. Least of which because he beat Alcaraz last time they played. It's got to help. Alcaraz first serve Alcaraz serve just then was 96 miles per hour, but it was good enough. Serve from Alcaraz. Out wide, that goes long. Second serve. Second serve kick, backhand of Dimitrov. The forehand of Alcaraz. This is turning silly now. It's already been a bit silly, but now both guys are playing well. Now Alcaraz is hitting winners. I don't even know how Alcaraz did that. He's just not willing to give up any space on the baseline, just extends into the shot, hits a perfect winner. It's a perfect forehand for a winner. Forehand of Dimitrov, it's in the net, 40 love. Serve here from Alcaraz. Serve Alcaraz. Down to T. Forehand Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz. That is a statement forehand. That is a statement forehand. Huge. That must have been triple digits, surely. That is what, Faison, that's what you were talking about. Flattened out forehands. That was one right there. Alcaraz talking with his box, by the way, right at courtside with JCF. Talking with Ferrero. Mike Tyson in the crowd. Love that. He's got to be loving this. This is like a boxing match so far. They're exchanging killer blows. First serve goes long. Second serve here for Dimitrov. Serve backhand of Alcaraz. The backhand of Dimitrov. Backhand of Alcaraz. The backhand of Dimitrov. Backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand of Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz. The forehand of Dimitrov. Side out. That goes long, though. He's got to be careful here, though. Love 15. Love 15. This is why I said Alcaraz. You just never know how things change. But I don't expect Dimitrov to just completely go away at any point in this match the way he's playing. Some of the best I've ever seen Grigor play start off this match. Serve out wide. Forehand Dimitrov. Tight end forehand. Oh, how's he get there? No way! That's got to be one of the best shots of the tournament. Man, that's crazy. 15 all. How did Dimitrov even do that? Dimitrov is in the zone tonight. Can I change my pick to Dimitrov? After that shot, I might say Dimitrov. If we're starting right now, I'm gonna be flipsy flopsy, or however you say it. I'm gonna be topsy turvy. I'm gonna say pick Alcaraz, and then I'm gonna pick Dimitrov. But after that volley, I kind of feel like maybe Dimitrov actually wins this, because Dimitrov just might be too. Like, he just is in a different planet right now. He is in the zone. I think Alcaraz was going to go for the high five there at the net, by the way. I think Dimitrov just wants to stay kind of in the zone. Dimitrov's too nice of a guy, man. I think this is good that he's, I don't know. He's really in this kind of killer mindset at the moment in this match. And these confidence is wavering. That's true. That's true. Who do you think is going to win the title? My prediction is Sinner. Yeah, I picked Sinner before the tournament started, Powell. I had Sinner over Alcaraz in 3 sets. So I'm gonna keep it for Yannick. First serve in the net from Dimitrov. Second serve here. Kick serve, forehand of Alcaraz, the forehand of Dimitrov, cross court, forehand of Alcaraz, squash shot's a great one. Forehand of Alcaraz is Dimitrov, inside out, back and volley, that's too good. Dimitrov just in full control. 40-15. Neymar, Mike Tyson, Del Potro, everyone is watching Carlos Alcaraz. Absolutely. Yeah, you gotta love this kid. But Dimitrov too, I think. It's probably mainly, this Alcaraz now, but I bet a lot of those guys know that Dimitrov's got something to offer too. Jake, are you watching? Yeah, Tyson being there is awesome. That's a great hold at 15, 5-2. Yeah, I was keeping my Alcaraz guess, and then Dimitrov hit that volley, which to me is definitely the shot of the match so far. And I'm just like, at this point, I'm actually going to say Dimitrov. If I'm allowed to do that, then I'm going to go Dimitrov. It might be too late. It's probably too late because I've already said Alcaraz twice. 5-2 for Grigor. So I'm wrong either way, I guess, because at first I said Alcaraz, and then I said Dimitrov. So whoever wins it, I've already picked the other guy. But, Dimitrov, easy set win. Yeah, well, he's at 5-2. He's a game away. He's at a game away, Frank. Level is amazing. The atmosphere has got to be crazy. We've only played 7 games. Alcaraz, Dimitrov, 5-2, first set. Dimitrov 1 game away from taking the first set. How many people have beaten Alcaraz twice in a row, too, by the way, early in his career? I don't think it's a lot of players. I don't think there's a lot of guys who can say that. Nadal, technically. Madrid and Indian Wells. Trying to think of who else. Probably Zverev, FAA. There's not a whole lot of people that can say that, though, honestly. Djokovic hasn't, I think, beaten Alcaraz twice in a row. Because first match he lost. And then, it was Roland Garros, then Wimbledon. Well, 15 here. This getting away from Alcaraz quick. First serve is the let. First serve is a big kick serve out wide, but it goes wide. So now's the second serve. It's a big moment for Alcaraz here. Even for momentum going into the second side. That's a double fault. I think the confidence of Alcaraz is really wavering. What's up, Joseph? How's it going? Dimitrov has come out here like a madman. It's crazy. What's up, Joseph? Love 30. Dimitrov is 2 points away from taking this. Alcaraz gotta be shaking in his boots. Second serve here from Alcaraz. Kick serve, back and slice to Dimitrov. That goes long. So 15-30. Big serve, backhand, return, drop shot. Dimitrov's there, backhand, cross court, backhand of Alcaraz. Lob, it's in. Forehand Dimitrov. We're back on neutral. Forehand down the line, backhand slice. Dimitrov, that goes long. 30 all. Strange point. Alcaraz is the victor at the end of it. Joseph, Novak and Goran have split. What's your take? My take is that Novak is ballsy with these making a coaching change so late in his career. I think he's looking for a bit of a fresh start. Almost 37 years old, and we'll see if it does it for him. Forehand swing volley. Oh, he goes for a big one and he misses it. He took a risk. He took a risk and it didn't pay off. Took a risk and didn't pay off. Took a risk and it didn't pay off. 30-40. Set point for Dimitrov. Let's see if Alcaraz can save it. Serve down the middle, backhand slice. Forehand of Alcaraz. Stays in, backhand slice again. Forehand of Alcaraz. Inside out, backhand Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz. Right off the base. Oh, what happened there? That stays in. I think Alcaraz thought his backhand was going to hit the net. It goes in. Goes over for a winner. Grigor Dimitrov 6-2 over Alcaraz. With some of the best tennis I've ever seen Grigor Dimitrov play. Remember when this kid was 18, 19? He was coming up the rankings, and people were saying that this kid is going to take over tennis. He's the next Roger Federer. When Roger held the slam record and did all the unbelievable things he did. And people were saying that Dimitrov was the next guy. The next big shot maker, the next big, with his athleticism, his talent. People said he was about to take tennis over. Didn't quite happen like a lot of people were expecting, but still a fantastic player, been at the top of the game for a long time. And now at 32 years old, 33 in a couple months, he's playing some of the best tennis of his life. 13 winners, 8 unforced errors. I bet it, I can't believe it's only 13 winners, by the way. Good stuff so far. Alcaraz only winning 58% of his first serve points, but part of that is because Dimitrov is doing so well off the return. I mean, even there, he's getting such good depth on the backhand as well, Dimitrov, which is really helping. Strange shot. I think on the set point, Alcaraz wasn't ready for Dimitrov to flatten it out the way he did. But Dimitrov's got some skills. I think that was lower in the court than Alcaraz expected. Hello. But yeah, for Novak, I'm expecting, if there's anything to expect, I'm expecting the one thing is that he got Boris Becker. He got Goran Ivanisevic. There's a likely chance he gets another one of those big name guys that really know what they're doing and been around the sport and having success in the sport. I think a big thing to watch out for sure, is he's going to get somebody that knows a thing or two about sports longevity. Might not even be tennis related, like a coach, but I think for sure somebody around longevity in tennis and sports longevity. I think that's a big thing to look out for. I would expect we could get that out of a coach. So we'll see what happens, but it'll be really interesting. Grigor, yeah. Well, wow. It's nuts. This is absolutely crazy. Grigor. It's absolutely crazy. I miss Kyrgios. Yeah, I mean, he's got Alcaraz, Dimitrov, Kyrgios. Got to be like probably the 5 most talented guys on the whole tour. Like those guys all of them are so obscenely talented. I miss Kyrgios. Yeah, Kyrgios I'm glad he had the 2022 season he did because it was kind of ridiculous. More even than a Bublik or somebody like that. Like Kyrgios's talent is like all time. It's just he can't get his head together. So yeah. When he's playing well, it's awesome to watch. 30 love for Dimitrov. Tennis was different with Kyrgios. Yeah, he's a fun watch. That's for sure. Grigor's on fire tonight. Super aggressive and rushing Carlos. Exactly what Carlos doesn't like. And it's working out super well on a low bouncing court like this. That goes a little bit quicker. Awesome stuff from Dimitrov. So good to see. I'd love to see him just carry this on to like slams. That would be amazing. Like Wimbledon. I don't know about Roland Garros, but like Wimbledon. Or US Open. Like, there would be no one I'd be happier to see win a slam than Dimitrov. If I had like a magic button, honestly, he would be right at the top of my list. That's a good hold from Dimitrov right away. I mean, that's like, people will be like, yeah, whatever, he's winning. But like, after you had such a monstrous first set, to just keep it going right away, not take your foot off the gas, just keep it going, harder than it sounds. Because it sounds easy, right? Like, to me, I'd be like, oh, of course I'm going to do that. Like, right? I just won the first set easily. Like, it sounds easy. And you think it's easy. But then you're on the court and you actually have to do it. That separates great players from the best. Yes, and that's true, I think. Dimitrov first shot after his first serve hit points. He said 0 backhands after hitting the first serve. 0 +1 backhands. They've all been forehands. That is an outrageous stat. That's got to be one of the weirdest I've ever seen. That is outrageous. Against Carlos Alcaraz, that is absolutely nuts. And part of that has to do with how well he's serving and how well he's hitting his spots. But that is an outrageous stat. He said 0 +1 backhands. 100% of them have been forehands. That's one of the, I'll just say it, that's one of the craziest in-match stats I think I've ever seen. So from Alcaraz down the tee, forehand Dimitrov, back into Alcaraz, back into Dimitrov, down the line. That goes wide though. 30 love for Alcaraz. Kyrgios is playing UTS this fall, I think. Ooh, yeah, that should be good. The fall, yeah. But it's looking like everyone's healthy. Everything's good. Poslo, Snole. Yeah, we're ready for a cook. Odds on Novak pairing Johnny Mac. That's actually a great like shout because McEnroe worked with Raonic and brought him to a Wimbledon final and a Queens final a couple years ago. Forehand lob. Smash Carlos put away. 40 love. Better stuff from Carlos in this game. Love it. Love it. 40 love. Poslo's GOAT longevity. Djokovic starts working with Tony Nadal. Imagine we thought Rune was going to be working with everybody. Novak gets Severin Luti, Tony Nadal, and he gets Roger. It'd be amazing. He gets Nadal, he gets Rafa and Roger. And Andy. Now, Andy and Rafa are still playing, but that'd be hilarious. Side jobs. Coach Novak. Kick serve, backhand, that goes long. 1-1. No, I mean, I saw everybody say Roger, and that's just like, it's funny, but it's not going to happen, you know? But it is funny. Or Autumn, as it's known. Yeah. Novak pairing with McEnroe would be really interesting, though, with John McEnroe. I think it might be a volley guy, because that's what he kind of needs against Alcaraz, right? He might want to start coming to net more, being aggressive. He might not want a Goran. He can serve well already. I mean, he can serve well. Goran kind of did his job, and he improved a lot of other things with Goran as well, for everything. Goran and him were one of the most important partnerships in the history of tennis, I think. Especially for coaches that happen like halfway through a player's career. For me, they're by far the most important in that regard. Backhand into the net, 15 left for Dimitrov. But yeah, I think he might want a volleying guy who knows like longevity about tennis. It might be somebody outside our radar. Maybe like a Fabrice, but it might also be like a Fabrice Santoro type, like a Feliciano Lopez type, like somebody who knows about staying around in tennis, but also knows about like net play and like, I don't know, that kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. Team love for Grigor. Grigor. Serve. Out wide, back in it. Alcaraz, forehand volley. Alcaraz there, though. Oh, no way. Alcaraz hits a shot like that every match. And it always blows me away. Jimmy Butler as well in the crowd. That was outrageous. Let me see this again. I just knew he was gonna get it too. Whipped it. 86 miles per hour. He whipped it. Wicked. Almost like a banana shot, but a little bit more aggressive. Moving inside the court, just goes for it. Don't know how to describe that shot. Serve. Out wide, forehand of Alcaraz. The backhand. That's out. 30-15. I can see Grigor doing a Goron and winning a slam at the back end of his career. He sure deserves to win one at least. I absolutely can see it as well. I remember telling my dad, I literally told my dad, I think at the end of 2022, start 2023, we're talking about players that even have a chance of winning majors from the 90s, right? Or, Dimitrov leaves it. Thank God. That was going miles out. I really thought Dimitrov was going to hit it for a second. But I think it's because Alcaraz probably got surprisingly close to make it in on the return, but that was going well out. 40-15 for Dimitrov here. He's getting some easy service holds. But I remember telling my dad, I think Dimitrov at least has a chance of winning a major. I always wrote, I remember I don't think it's completely impossible. I was happy to see Dimitrov. I didn't think he was going to pick up his level like he did at all. I really did not expect that at all. But yeah, I think that he's a player that could, especially now that he's picked up his level. It was probably foolish for me to say that at the time, but now he's playing amazing. He's got great potential chances. So I think actually would be a good match to coach Novak. Yeah, it's super aggressive. It just might be, I don't know how much Agassi, in terms of tennis, Novak is very comparable to Agassi in a lot of ways. I don't know if Novak actually can help, in a lot of areas that Djokovic isn't already all-time good in. I mean, Djokovic is pretty much all-time good in everything already on an all-time level. But yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, maybe Labao. There's a lot of interesting coaching partnerships that could happen. It'll be interesting to see which name he pulls out the hat. The running by banana shot is mad. That was crazy. That's going to be everywhere. 4,000 likes, Tennis TV on Twitter or something. That was nuts. Because it's always fun with Alcaraz, because that's a shot. I don't know if I've ever seen a shot quite like that. Obviously, Rafa. So, I mean, yeah, I've seen shots like it, but that one was just the way he hit it was absurd. It's fun to see guys inventing shots, because it's fun. Every tennis point starts pretty much the exact same way, but every single point is a little bit different. And when you have guys like Alcaraz who are super creative with it, you can get some super fun points and unique points they haven't seen before. I think that's really important to keep the sport fresh and keep people interested to watch. It's a big shot from Dimitrov, love 15. Dimitrov's come out here playing absolutely in the zone. If Dimitrov carries this to the end, this is the best performance I've ever seen Grigor Dimitrov play. I mean that. Is there another one? I know his ATP Finals run was quite impressive. He's had some great wins, but I can't remember him playing at this. Everything is firing on all cylinders. Now, the question is, can he carry it on to the end of the day? That's a different question. But to me, I don't know if I've seen Dimitrov play better. He's had good performances. I don't know if I've seen him play better. Serve from Alcaraz. That goes long. Second serve from Alcaraz. Serve Alcaraz. That's well off kilter. That second serve has not really been it tonight. It's not been it tonight. Looking at the stats here for Alcaraz. Yeah, he's gone 7 out of 15 on second serve. That's already, I don't even think this is updated. I think that's his 4th double fault now, which isn't great. Serve to the back end. Dimitrov, forehand drop shot. That's in the net. Poor moment from Alcaraz here. I think he just doesn't know what to do at the moment. What would you do to stop this version of Dimitrov? I think Axie will help Novak take on the ball earlier. Roger in 2017 took the ball even earlier, and it turned out to be a really great change. That's quite fair. That's quite fair. I mean, Roger is always taking it very early anyway. I think maybe 2015-ish maybe was an even, especially off the back end, maybe he started taking it earlier. But yeah, that could be fair. Forehand. Oh, what a return from Grigor. Grigor Dimitrov. I have no words. 6-2-3-1. Let's go Dimitrov, man. That's all I got to say. This is crazy. Oh my God. I'm speechless. Dimitrov has lost 3 games tonight. Insights, by the way, quality. Return quality, 8.8 from Grigor. 52 weeks, 6.9. That's his usual return quality. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's pretty good. It's a big ramp up. And that, by the way, his return is, he's such an incredible server, especially over the last 52 weeks. He's really been playing amazing for all of the last 52 weeks. I know Beijing post-US Open is really when he picked up, but he played well pretty much all last year. Especially, I noticed it starting from Miami last year. So he's been serving amazing. The return is the thing that's not been as good, like I said, like they said, 6.9 here. But yeah, it's at an 8.8 now, which is amazing. And you can see it if you're watching. He's in the zone. It's Dimitrov. There's no doubt about it. We've run into an in the zone. Grigor Dimitrov. By the way, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to Quality Shot Tennis, the Quality Shot Tennis YouTube channel, if you are new to it. Appreciate everybody joining. Don't forget to like the stream as well if you're enjoying it. Novak is a brick wall, but these young guys are also a brick wall. Demi is taking the ball earlier, and that's the play against these young guns. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. And yeah, that's fair. That's actually quite fair, yeah. Well, that's why I was saying about coming to net more and finding a guy who is good at coming to net. Yeah, but being more aggressive in general, taking the ball earlier. Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. Yeah, actually could be quite a good coach for that. Now, Dimitrov is using hacks. Absolutely. He's glitching out the game. Cheat codes. Cheat codes. Cheat code. Cheat code forehand volley dropper. It's a cheat code. 4-1. You know, often one of the things I say when I stream on here when I'm watching Alcaraz plays video game tennis. He's got a video game controller in his hand, playing shots that aren't real. That's Dimitrov tonight. He's using cheat codes. 4-1. The scoreline is insane. I mean, even watching it, I'm a little blown away, but I'm just imagining me like doing something else and then turning on Google. I see Dimitrov is leading Alcaraz in Miami 6-2-4-1. That doesn't even sound like a real scoreline. Mike Tyson, by the way, they're showing on the big screen above. This is crazy stuff. Been more a good performance from Dimitrov than a bad performance from Alcaraz. Of course, Alcaraz had a few errors, especially in that, what was it, 1-3 game? 1-2 game? 1-2 game? That he would have wanted back, but they're showing all the stars that have come out tonight. I don't think a lot of them expected Alcaraz to be in this position, but God. Grigor Dimitrov. Everybody, he should be a bigger name than he is. That's for sure. I would love to see him make a first slam final. If he plays like this, he should. If he plays like this throughout a whole Grand Slam tournament, I expect him to, but it's about him kind of maintaining this level. This feels like lightning in a bottle. Like he's been playing amazing for a while. But this is the best of it I've seen. Dimitrov is using hacks is hilarious, Jerome. That's funny. First serve is a very aggressive let. Smash into the net, just goes over. First serve here from Alcaraz. Serve. That's another let. Let's go for 3. Let's see how Alcaraz fights. Alcaraz very rarely loses in straight sets. It could happen, but it's very rare. Very rare. I'm not saying I don't expect it at this point, but he usually fights. And I mean, this is just outrageous. It really reminds me of Roger, and this is Dimitrov. I mean, I don't want to keep comparing to Roger because it's whatever. Dimitrov, so good to see Grigor Dimitrov playing at this level. One-handed backhand right off the rise. Oh my God. This is scary. This is one of the best performances to this point I've seen it maybe in the last year. Or more. I don't know. Whatever. It's incredible at the moment. This is like Alexandrova taking on Swiatek. Just returns right off the rise. Killer. Kick serve, forehand. Dimitrov runs around it again. That goes long. 15-all. Dimitrov our GOAT now. Absolutely, Frank. This is amazing. This is stellar from Dimitrov. Dimitrov on the return. First serve in the net. Serve. Backhand slice. That's in the net. 30-15. Dimitrov, a great win from him today. Well, it's not a win yet, but I didn't expect that. No. 6-2, 4-1, and I mean, come on. This is just getting silly. Damn, that was Roger 2017 like the fire. Absolutely it was. Roger against Rafa, Miami final. That's what it reminded me of. Just taking returns on the pretty much on the rise. Not really a saber, but just right off the rise. Forehand, the forehand of Dimitrov. On line. That forehand's not falling a little bit short from Alcaraz, though, I will say. The depth from Dimitrov's helping, but still. Forehand cross court, forehand Dimitrov for Alcaraz. That goes out. 30-all. I mean, come on. This probably hasn't been Alcaraz's best, but a lot of that is hinged upon Grigor playing so well. 30-all. This has been silly from Grigor. Serve from Alcaraz. Down the tee, backhand Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz. Side hand forehand Dimitrov. Pass. Forehand volley Alcaraz. Dimitrov's there. I mean, this is silly. Let's go, Grigor Dimitrov. Back in business. People forgot the name. This is that 18-year-old kid, the 19-year-old kid. People are saying this is the next guy up. People thought he was going to be playing like this for years. And listen, he's been great. Grigor's been great. He doesn't need to prove anything. How good has it been to have him on the tour? But what I will say is, this level is mind-blowing. He's playing like a top 3 guy the whole day. That's almost an understatement. He's playing out of his mind. In the zone. When I think of in the zone, I think of Wawrinka and Djokovic playing in 2013 Australia. I think of Verdasco and Rafa playing 2009 Australia. I think of Novak against Rafa 2019 Australia. There's some performances that come to mind. I think of Roger all the time back in the day. Against Hewitt, 2004 US Open. Against Hewitt, 2005 Indian Wells. There's lots to name from Roger all throughout that period. Could only play the opponents he had in front of him, but he was playing out of his mind. But when you think of in the zone, this is in the zone. Right here, right now. Serve from Alcaraz, backhand slice. That's a let from the umpires called. Alcaraz not too happy about it. Grigor in the zone that all tennis players dream about. I couldn't say it better myself, Labelle. That's exactly what this is. Deuce, serve here from Alcaraz. Serve down the middle, forehand Dimitrov, forehand drop shot. Alcaraz, Dimitrov gets under somehow. Oh, Dimitrov still runs, but he can't get there. Careful, slides. Okay. Wow. I mean, even that was even impressive. Dimitrov just sliding there, trying to get to that shot. Alcaraz usually does something crazy, though. You know what I mean? I've never watched an Alcaraz match and he doesn't. Well, he already I kind of did with that forehand banana shot he did earlier, but I can't remember for a long time watching an Alcaraz match and not coming away with something where he's fighting like crazy. Well, let's see. Forehand inside out, backhand of Alcaraz, backhand slice of Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz. He's hitting a lot of kind of buggy whip, loopy forehands. Forehand. Again to the forehand of Alcaraz. Not really flattening him out at all. Backhand slice. That's in the net. Poor. Not great from Alcaraz. There. A little bit tentative. This is crazy, Zarafin. Alcaraz going to need to tinker with his serve in the long run. 100%. When we were watching Hurkacz versus Dimitrov, a lot of people were saying the winner will get destroyed by Alcaraz. I saw that too. Powell. It's getting flipped on its head. Yeah, Alcaraz won in straight sets against Musetti. It wasn't that easy. And listen, Alcaraz got broken after a poor game at 4-2 there, but for the most part, it was a really good signs. But I'll reiterate, to me, amazingly, I'm coming away with this overwhelmingly feeling like Dimitrov's played out of his mind, less like Alcaraz is playing poor. Grigor is so dialed in, team vibes. Yeah, but almost like even above that, though. I mean, this is like next level. But yeah, team vibes is, yeah, fair. It's like Roger vibes. Advantage to Alcaraz, though. Backhand to the backhand of Alcaraz, forehand Dimitrov. Side out, backhand Dimitrov, down the line, that goes out. 4-2, Alcaraz holds on. By the way, Alcaraz losing in straight sets. If you want to know how rare it is for Alcaraz to lose in straight sets. So Alcaraz losing in straight sets, right? 2022, he didn't lose a single straight sets match before October that year. He didn't lose a single straight sets match before October. Then he lost a few in his worst part of the season. Runs out of gas, has some physical problems. That's happened the last couple of years. Indoor hard courts, plays very quick, doesn't really have the serve figured out, gets rushed real easily on the indoors. Worst part of the season. But until October, didn't lose once. Last year, he only lost once before October. That was to Marajan in Rome. He's lost a few since then. But it happens very rarely. Alcaraz attacking the return. That's a big forehand. Alcaraz got to get some energy here. By the way, it's not just Alcaraz. It's Alcaraz in Miami. To me, Alcaraz plays crazy in Miami. He loves a slow hard court. In Miami plays a little bit quicker. It's definitely quicker than Indian Wells, but 89 miles per hour return at the forehand. But I just don't think Alcaraz is going to go out without anything to say. But let's see if Dimitrov can keep it up, because it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Forehand, that's flying out again. That's better. Flattening out those forehands. Love 30. Alcaraz for a comeback. He's trying. Let's see how Dimitrov responds, though. Can he find some big serves? Serve Dimitrov, backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz, flying out again. Smashing the forehands. Backhand. Down the middle. Grigor's got to be aggressive. Stop that from happening. He's playing a little more passive. Forehand down the line. Backhand. He's finding himself way behind the baseline. Forehand inside out. Why is Dimitrov Oh, it's a big roar from Carlos Alcaraz. Two big vamos. Two big vamoses. Love 40. Hour and 18 minutes. Grigor has performed a destruction to this point. And now, I don't know why Dimitrov played so passive in that point, but I guess it's tough when Alcaraz is playing like this. There's something else about the look on his face this match you can tell he's on. Yeah, well, Dimitrov is usually such a nice guy. I think he's turned all of that off. He's like, I'm just going in for the kill. Forehand. But right now, that goes out. Alcaraz again with the vamos to his box. I love the energy and the passion that Alcaraz has for the sport, man. I love the energy he feeds off of crowds and gives them something to feed off of. LOL, TV off then. You're ready for the Dimitrov route. What did I say, though? I was talking about it at the start of 4-2. I was talking about it at the start of 4-2. I said Alcaraz doesn't lose in straight sets. I said it. Alcaraz, I said it. 4-3. Alcaraz is not losing straights. No. Well, maybe. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But he's definitely not going out without a fight. All right, so I'm looking at something on Tennis Abstract, right? So I am looking at straight sets losses for Alcaraz since, I'll just go career. Straight sets losses for Alcaraz in his career. Zverev was very close at the Australian Open straight setting him. Guess what? He didn't. Musetti, Hamburg, had match points. He didn't straight set him. Norrie, Cincinnati, had match points, second set tiebreaker. Didn't straight set him. It just doesn't happen very often. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen often for Alcaraz. But Dimitrov is playing at such a high level that even if he gives his all, it's hard to know. Alcaraz is one of the highest peaks we've seen. And I'm still not sure that if Dimitrov plays his best, Alcaraz can do it. That's what's so crazy about it at the moment. But let me look, right? Let me look. Time span career. Okay, cool. So here are all the straight sets matches that Alcaraz has lost in his career. Okay, well, play has resumed. Love 15 for Dimitrov. But I'll talk about it. By the way, once again, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to Quality Shot Tennis, the YouTube channel. If you are new, please don't forget to ring that notification bell. It's been Anthony Hirsch on the commentary. I'll be commentating more. Dimitrov is so cursed if he gives this away. Be an absolute heartbreaker, but be a massive bottle rub. True. That's true. Alcaraz using his special surge ability. That's the most superhuman thing about him. His mental fight in matches, even if he doesn't win them. It's incredible. It's incredible. I'll tell you the Tennis Abstract stats in a moment. 15 all. Serve from Alcaraz. Serve down the tee, backhand Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz. Inside out, backhand Dimitrov. Oh, that's a shot he was making the whole match. Gets into the net. It would have been a hard backhand, but that backhand has been on. That backhand's been on. Stanislas Wawrinka, stand up. The backhand's been amazing. But okay, so I have literally all of the matches that Carlos has lost in straight sets, even through futures. That's how amazing Tennis Abstract is. 29 times, starting from futures level, he's lost in straight sets. But at tour level, I mean, since 2021, starting from 2022, he has lost, can't count, 4, 5. He's lost 9 matches. This would be his 10th straight sets loss since 2022, which is insane. That is insane. That is that few. Actually crazy. I mean, this kid is 20. 4-15 for Alcaraz. He's gotten back here. It's like Rafa versus Roger. Backhand's in the net, 4-4. Alcaraz hyping up the crowd. I love to see it. I love to see it. 4-4. All right, so I'll tell you the tennis abstract stats. So here are the 9 times that Alcaraz has lost in straight sets since 2022. So, okay, here it is. So Astana to David Goffin, he lost. Basel to FAA. Paris to Runa, he retired, but Paris to Runa. Rome, he lost to Marajan. That is like almost a year later, but he lost to Marajan. Then Beijing, he lost to Sinner. Paris, he lost to Safulin. ATP Finals, he lost to Djokovic. Buenos Aires, he lost to Jarry. And I'm not even going to talk about the Montero loss in Rio. So really 8 times, not counting that Montero loss that he's lost in straight sets. That's crazy. 8 times over the last like 3 years, he's lost in straight sets. Nuts. Just doesn't really happen. In fact, to make the point across, like people are talking about how Alcaraz had a bit of a down period, right? Starting from like Beijing. If you don't count that, the Beijing losses in 2022 and 2023, he's had 4 losses, not counting that period, that down period in straight sets. So that is just crazy. And if we're talking about on outdoor hard courts, I'm not sure he has lost. Okay, Beijing. Beijing is his only loss on outdoor hard courts since Winston-Salem in 2021. This would be a second. Just to put the point across. That is crazy. 15-all here. Dimitrov serve. All right, let's see what all happens here. Dimitrov. It's getting interesting. It's getting good. It's getting tense as well. Forehand. Dimitrov comes to net backhand. That hits the tape. 30-15. Dimitrov so close of getting a game away within this match. He's not up a break though anymore. But yeah, I just to reiterate what I said. Since Winston-Salem in 2021, when Alcaraz lost to Mikael Ymer, as I think he just turned 18, literally just turned 18, since that moment, Alcaraz has only lost 1 match on outdoor hard courts in straight sets. That's in like 3 years. Alcaraz, by the way, trying to take a bug off court. There you go. Cups it in his hand with the racket. Luckily, no B situation this time. 30-15 for Dimitrov. Serve from Grigor. Down the tee. That goes long. Second serve. Serve. Kick serve. Oh, what a second serve. Right off that sideline. 40-15. Marajan, our Hungarian goat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow, they're showing somebody in the crowd. I don't know who that is. But looking like a what's the name of that guy? I forgot the name. Intellectual guy. Looks a bit like Stephen Hawking, to be honest. But what's the name of that guy? I forgot his name. Doesn't matter. Forehand, backhand slice of Dimitrov, backhand slice of Alcaraz. Oh, picks up. Forehand of Alcaraz, a great pass. 40-30. Dimitrov lock in blood. Let's see. Can he hold here? At least get 1 game away from the victory. That was a great passing shot. That forehand has really picked up. Serve here, Dimitrov. Oh, what a serve down the tee. That's a good response. Alcaraz with a couple great points. But it's Dimitrov with a big serve. He steps to the he's at his box. And he's 1 game away here. At 6-2, 5-4. Wow, Dimitrov has played one hell of a match. Yeah, in 2021, Alcaraz was losing straight set matches all over the place. But once again, in 2021, Alcaraz was 17, almost 18 years old. I mean, he lost in straight sets to Munar in the semifinals of Marbella, lost to Tiafoe in straight sets, Nadal in Madrid, lost to Struff at Roland Garros in straight sets, Medvedev at Wimbledon, Sonego in Cincinnati, Mikael Ymer at Winston-Salem, retired against FA at the US Open, Vienna lost to Zverev in 2021 in straight sets, 6-3, 6-3. Paris, he lost to Hugo Gaston. That was when Gaston was playing like Alcaraz, hitting drop shots all over the place. And Alcaraz lost from up 5-1. I believe he was up 5-1 in the first set. And then he lost like, I don't even remember. Or he was up 5-1 the second set, and then he lost the next 6 games. But yeah, but anyway, since Paris 2021, when Alcaraz has really become the player he's become, very rarely has he lost that. Very rarely has he lost in straights. Another example, by the way, against Sinner at Wimbledon. Sinner had match points in the third set of Wimbledon. He lost that match in the round of 16, but he fought well and made it so it wasn't straight sets. One of the best tiebreakers of that tournament. So let's see how Alcaraz fights here. Serve here from Alcaraz. I think Sinner had match points. It was very close. 11-9 tiebreak. Oh, what a backhand again. Stepping in. Love 15. Hey, what's up, David? Frank, OMG, long time no see. Dimitrov, we're watching is something different. I fully agree. In the zone. I've already said it on stream. I'll be happy to say it. This is the best I've seen Dimitrov play. Yeah, I've been gone some time. Good to have you back, though, Frank. Yeah, Dimitrov's playing crazy. Like, so aggressive, right on top of the baseline, but everything is working. It's low percentage, and yet everything is just working. Backhand down the line. That's another great shot. Forehand, surely put away down the line. He does. Love 30. Dimitrov is 2 points away of knocking Alcaraz out of Miami. The Indian Wells champion. 2 shot makers from different generations. 2 of the next gen. Dimitrov was next gen. He was going to be the next guy up, and this is the best I've seen him play. That serve is ridiculous, but that returner serve, I was saying it earlier, usually it's at a 6.9, whatever that means, shot quality, whatever that means. 8.8 today. Alcaraz serve. Down the middle, it goes long. Second serve from Alcaraz. Serve the backhand of Dimitrov, hits the tape. Forehand of Alcaraz. Oh, what an angle! Forehand of Dimitrov goes down the line, but goes wide, though. This is kind of one of those screenshot this moments, though, it feels like. Because you never know how things change in tennis. This is the kind of tennis that just has me giggling. I know. When he had that backhand returner serve at 4-1 to make it love 15, I just laughed. I was like, geez. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Dimitrov play like this. Forehand of Alcaraz, backhand slice Dimitrov for a pass, backhand half volley. Forehand, Dimitrov's there. What a shot! Dimitrov is from another planet tonight. What a shot to set up 2 match points. And it's a good summary of what this match has been, right? Holy W. 1540 for Dimitrov. Put some respect on the name. Put some respect on the name. 2 match points. This has been silly tonight. Serve from Alcaraz. Into the net. Second serve. Forehand of Dimitrov. Forehand of Alcaraz. That goes wide. Dimitrov has done it. What a roar from a Grigor Dimitrov. You love that celebration. Dimitrov has unlocked something he hasn't unlocked, and he's been on the tour for a few years now. Dimitrov's doing stuff that he hasn't done before. He's found new life in Miami. Never made the quarterfinals in 12 appearances. Now he's made the semifinals for the first time. And I just haven't seen a celebration like that. He was killer. No more Mr. Nice Guy. In that match, he's like, no more Mr. Nice Guy. He's going for the win. I don't know if it has anything to do with it, but oh my God. One of the nicest guys on tour. So good to see him with this kind of success. One of the biggest talents. One of the best athletes. Oh my God. That Dimitrov was absolutely just low percentage, but everything went in the zone. He'll take on Zverev. He's begun to be looking for revenge. Not what I expected, but all glory to Grigor. Absolutely. Alcaraz's 9th loss in straight sets over the last 3 seasons. And most of those have not come on outdoor hard courts. I'm just going to enjoy this moment. Absolutely. I'm happy to see it for Grigor, honestly. Fan of both. I mean, it's sad for Carlos, but I think Carlos is going to hang his head and say, you know what? I just came up against a remarkable performance. Incredible from Grigor. Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy the moment too, David, because that was nuts. 24 winners, 14 unforced errors. Alcaraz was positive winners to errors ratio too, but people doubted him during my stream. Alcaraz will destroy, and people said never count him out. Yeah. Wow. Crazy, Powell, yeah. I mean, come on. I hope the stats show it. I mean, they got to, right? Takes out the #1 seed. I love the roar from Dimitrov, by the way, because that is a roar. When he beat Tsitsipas in Paris, we saw a similar reaction, and it was really genuine and really heartfelt because he's been around for a while. To get these kind of wins, that was to get to a Masters final. Here, he's got a great chance to get to another one. He's knocking out the top 10 right as soon as Tsitsipas left, and there's no one-handed backhand left. That was the best one-handed backhand performance I've seen since Federer. Unbelievable. 63% first serve and 77% of first serve points won. 20. I mean, I don't know how accurate this is. I think what I just saw was a little bit more accurate, but anyway, crazy. By the way, break point save very similar to their match in Shanghai. 4 out of 8 for Alcaraz. 4 out of 5 save for Dimitrov. In Shanghai, he saved 3 out of 5. Alcaraz was only able to save 1 out of 5. Here is 4 out of 8. But yeah, basically same thing. Crazy. Oh my God. And Alcaraz, he didn't play that poor, and he wanted it bad. Dimitrov hit some of the most silliest, just craziest shots. He was locked in. First point to last. Those winners, I could rewatch that all day. Amazing. Let's go, Grigor Dimitrov. Ban them all. Yeah, especially considering he beat him in Shanghai. I was always giving Grigor a chance coming into this. Fair enough. I was feeling confident Alcaraz was going to win, but I also didn't. I said at the start of the stream also, with all that Dimitrov has done in his level over the last few years, don't completely discount Dimitrov. All right, I'm going to head out. By the way, guys, once again, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Don't forget to like the stream if you enjoyed it. All of that really does help out the channel. We just passed 10K. Appreciate everybody giving the love. I'll be here for more streams. So will David in the chat and Faison, everybody. And Tara and everybody who's just started commenting for the channel as well. So that's good. Grisha goading. What the hell? Yeah. My God. That performance blew my mind. It reminded me of Medvedev against Alcaraz at the US Open. Just the way that Alcaraz has beaten Dimitrov in straight sets the first 3 times they played, but then Dimitrov in this match and in Shanghai played out of his mind, especially in this match. And that's what Medvedev had to do there. But anyway, this is what I don't know where it ranks, but this is one of the better performances I've seen the last for, I don't know, while. It's really good. Really good. What's up, Ariana Dimitrov? Grigor Dimitrov, so good. So good to see him having success. Thank you, Powell. All right, I'm going to head out. I appreciate everybody for sticking around, but I'm just thinking, does Dimitrov have a chance at having his best, like, results at a slam yet? What is he in the live ranks? We'll stick around for a minute just to think about, like, where does Dimitrov go from here if he can maintain this kind of level? He's up to his highest career high ranking in a long time. Not career high, but highest ranking in a long time. Career high ranking is number 3 in the world. He's up to number 11. He's actually the highest ranked one-handed backhand player now. He passes Tsitsipas with that performance. If Dimitrov can beat Zverev, he will jump up to number 9 in the ATP rankings. How good would that be? Now that the one-handed backhand has left the rankings. The top 10, not the rankings. Tsitsipas and Musetti still exist. By the way, Musetti played well this week too, so that's good. Tsitsipas will be back at some point, I think. Who knows, honestly? Who knows with Steph, honestly? Oh my God, that was crazy. Adrenaline rush. To beat Alcaraz in Miami like that, I think at this point, people are going to be like, oh, Alcaraz in Miami, he's like poor compared to, no, he's not. He's reached the quarterfinals here 3 consecutive years. I think that's the first time that player has done that in a long time. At least since Djokovic, I guess, 2014, 2016. But when he won all three years. But yeah, I'm thinking, like, what is his head-to-head with Zverev? I would love to see Dimitrov get that. What is his record against Zverev? Dimitrov Zverev head-to-head. Because I know Zverev is winning it, I think. Yeah, Zverev 7-1 over Dimitrov. That is brutal. They've played a lot of times the last few years. That's absolutely brutal. So Dimitrov beats Zverev when Zverev was a wild card the first time they played. That was in Basel. Zverev actually managed to win a set in that match, though. Then, yeah, Zverev has won the last 6 times that they've played. That's brutal. That really is brutal. In Paris in 2021, Dimitrov took a set. Indian Wells 2016, Dimitrov took a set. But yeah, last year they played 4 times in very close proximity from French Open to Chengdu. That was in September. So really within, like, I don't know, what is that, 4 months? Sorry for that. They played 4 months. 4 times. They played out the French Open. Zverev won Dimitrov with a really poor performance there. So I expect him to play better than that. Zverev beat him in Cincinnati. Zverev was playing really well then. Also playing really well in US Open, where he beat him in 4 sets. That was close. Then in Chengdu, he beat him 6-3, 7-6. We'll see if Dimitrov can turn that around. If Dimitrov plays like that, then I say he's got a good shot. But it would be great to see Dimitrov re-enter top 10. Celebrate it. Dimitrov, I was saying it after Brisbane. Dimitrov is a win for tennis. When he's playing like this at this kind of a level, this great shot making. I'd say the same thing about Alcaraz too, but it's just so good to see him. 2 like different, eras, or not eras, but generations, but like similar. Alcaraz has been better, more winning, but it's good to see Dimitrov finally playing at like this kind of a level. And he's been really good, but I mean, this is the best I've seen him play. I hope he can maintain this because it's so fun. He's been playing amazing, really, for the last year or so, especially since post-US Open, I would say. Really, really good stuff. All right, I'm going to head out. I appreciate everybody who joined in. Thank you, everyone, for joining in, like always. I'll see you guys. At the next stream. Grigor Dimitrov, with an unforgettable performance in Miami, takes out the #1 seed, the youngster Carlos Alcaraz. And let's see where he goes from here, because that was absolutely amazing shot making from Grigor. Incredible.